Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a new setter today. We have Conch 123 with a puzzle called Going to Extremes. Oh, right on cue I hear the drilling, and it's been very, very annoying, particularly from the street today, where I think someone has been angle grinding paving stones or something. Absolutely insane. Why do they do it? Anyway, now, loads going on. In 2 days' time, we have the Patreon reward content. Joseph Neymer's brilliant equal sum lines puzzle pack. You will want to have a go at that. Promise you. We've got all our apps. We've got the merchandise all listed under the video. Check the store tab for that especially. We've got, all our apps. We're very nearly ready with a new one, which is great. And loads going on, as always, around the channel. Check out Discord, Patreon, Sven's SUDOKU PAD, etc. But the first link under this video is to this puzzle called Going to Extremes. Now, I'm just going to go through the rules. I think Conch 123 was keen for Simon to do it because he's the best. I'm not hurt. I don't mind. He probably is. Anyway, I'm going to do it. Let's see what the rules are. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along an arrow must sum to the digits in that arrow's circle. So those three add up to that one. Oops, those two add up to that. V joins two cells that sum to 5. So those two add up to 5. X joins two that sum to 10. I think that's the only X in the puzzle. Two digits joined by a black dot must have a ratio of 1 to 2. So this could be 3 and 4. That's not a ratio of 1 to 2. This could be 3 and 6, 1 and 2, 2 and 4, or 4 and 8. That's the only black dot. Two digits joined by a white dot must be consecutive. Row 6, column 5. So we've got two of these extreme cells. This one has to be lower than the 4 cells surrounding, and you can use the arrows, if you like, to remind you of that. And so each of these cells that I've highlighted is a higher digit than the one in that cell. And this digit is higher than each of those 4, because this is a higher extreme cell and this is a lower extreme one. Now, lots of the markings in this puzzle are overlapping each other. So we've got arrows with dots on and V's on, and we've got X's over these higher overlap cells and touching circles. So just be a little careful with what you're seeing in the grid. But I think the rules are very explicit about what we need. There's no negative constraints in the puzzle, so don't worry about all V's and X's being marked or anything like that, or dots. Just give it a try. Check the video length if you want to see how hard it is. I am going to start now. I'm just going to restart my time so I know. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with the black dot on an arrow. There is an arrow, basically. So these two are either 1 and 2, 2 and 4, or 3 and 6. They cannot be 4 and 8, because that would add up to 12 and put 12 in this circle. So interestingly, we get a multiple of 3 in this circle, because one of these cells is 2 times the other. So that is 3, 6, or 9. And then this circle is on a consecutive sequence that either goes 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. So that is 6 or 9. Also a multiple of 3 for a slightly different mod 3 version. I suppose this central cell of this sequence is definitely 2 or 3. You can't go as high as 3, 4, 5 obviously, or you'd be putting 12 in the circle. Now 3, I was going to rule 3 out because these surrounding cells all have to be lower, but actually they could all be 1s and 2s, and that would be possible. Oh, but it wouldn't be possible with this arrow. The arrow is also possible individually, in that if that was a 3, this could be a 1-2 pair. But then you couldn't have this 2 lower cells here as well. So that's not a 3. Oh, so the very first markings we get in the grid virtually are a 6-9 pair. So this, which has to add up to at least 6, because these 3 are different, is 7 or 8. Oh, and that's lovely. That's lovely. It can't be 7. We're going to get a digit now. It can't be 7 because these 3 cells would have to be 1, 2, 4. Now, if they were 1, 2, 4, what would this be? Well, it's on a black dot with 1, 2, or 4. And if you've done any of these Kropke puzzles with black dots, you'll know that black dots signify either 3, 6 pairs, which was theoretically possible at this point, or pairs from the numbers 1, 2, 4, and 8, which can be halves of each other, and so on. So once those are 1, 2, 4, that would have to be an 8 with a 4 here, and that breaks this. So this isn't 1, 2, 4. That means this isn't 7. That means this is 8. And that doesn't actually let us fill this in at all, because it could still be 3, 6, making 9, as long as the 3 was accompanied by 1, 4, or, well, I mean, this could be any of 1, 2, or 4. Actually, it's not really worth pencil marking these things at all. That can be 1, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 5, and there's several ways of making this up. So, I don't know. I mean, I was quite pleased to get that 8. Okay, the 8 has to go in up here because it can't go on the V. And then down here because it can't go on the black dot. Now, what about the 6 or 9? Even 6 works to put 2 lower digits there and 2 lower ones there. Okay, don't know what to do with that. Now maybe all the V's. I haven't marked up all the V's. They're all from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and this one, this circle has 5 there. So it's, I mean, it was always going to be 6, 7, 8, or 9, but that means this digit is another 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we've got all 4 1, 2, 3, 4s in the first column. So these are from 7, 8, and 9. Actually, that can't be an 8. These others are from any of 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, just about. That might be too much pencil marking now, even for me. Ah, look, we've got 3 1, 2, 3, 4s in row 6, and another one will appear on this X. X is always 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6. So one of the low digits of these 4 low digits appears. And we know which way round they are because that is lower than this, unsurprisingly. So that is the last 1, 2, 3, 4 in this row. Everything else is higher. So 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. But that can't be 6 by Sudoku. That can't be 5. This can't be 5 because of the X. This can't be 6. Oh, and that one I missed. Ah, this can't be 6, 9, or 8 because of the pair in the column. So that's 5 or 7, and I mean, that's obeying the rule. We don't know what it is, but what can we do next? This circle's not very helpful. Don't think this arrow... I mean, if that was a 6, these cells would have to add up to 11, which would make this a 2, 3 pair, and this a 5, 1 pair. But that is possible. I mean, and ruling out 6 from that. Oh, I don't know, actually. It would put 6 in this cell. That would be quite useful. Right, no, I don't think that's what to do. So maybe let's think about the black dot again. Oh, yeah, if this was 6. Oh, look. Oh, that's lovely. If this was 6, this is a 2, 4 pair. Those are both... Oh, that's fantastic. Those are both the low even digits. Knowledge bomb there. Now, if that's a 6, you've got 2, 4 here. And that means this cell, which is connected to a 2 or 3, is going to have to be odd because it can't be even. Now, odd on a consecutive dot is always next to even. So this would be a 2. That would make this a 1, 2, 3 set. And this would be a 6, but we started by assuming that was a 6, and they can't both be 6s at the same time. So this can't be a 6, and that is a beautiful step to disambiguate the 6, 9 pair. I mean, this was always a bit likely to be 9 because of the nature of an extreme cell, but I love the way that that works. I hope nobody else is finding a different and simpler way to get it, because I think that's really clever. I'm just going to run through it again. If this was a 6, these would be the 2 low even digits, 2 and 4, to make the black dot work. This would be odd, that would be even, That makes this add up to 6, and that's impossible. So this is 9. So this is 6, and that is even, but the stuff at the top is not true. That's a 1-3 pair. This is now a 3-6 pair. We do know which way around they go because of the 8 arrow. 3 gets a 1-4 pair with it. These look like they have to be a 5-6 pair now, I think. Yeah. This is a 2-7-9 triple, and this cell has become 8. But much more importantly, we know about the V's, and I think we're going to find out about all of these V's. All of the V's, actually. Right, because there's a 2 in this box in one of these two cells, this is now not a 2-3 pair. Then because that's 1 or 4, this is not a 1-4 pair. And because that's 2 or 3, this cell can't be 2 or 3. It's lovely, actually, really. And now, because this is 2 or 3, this pair can't be 2 and 3. And we know, I mean, we haven't placed every digit, but we've worked out what every pair consists of. Now, this one can't be 1 or 4, so this total is 7 or 8 now. I don't know which one. And the white dot's not helping. So 1, 4, 5, this is the last digit in box 1, it's a 3. Oh, that's straight down to the dot, that's a 2. That sorts out 1 and 4 there, and 1 and 4 here. And otherwise, these would be a total deadly pattern forever. Now, that's not a 2, so we've placed 2 in box 1. 1, 4, 5. These rows at the top, actually, they're not very helpful. 6, 1, 2, 3. We've got a 1, 2 there, and a 1, 2 there. So 1 and 2 appear in these cells. That's, again, not really interesting. Ah, this is really interesting. 3 is looking at that cell. So that fixes this pair. That fixes this 4-1 pair as well. So on almost all the markings, apart from this one, oh, and this arrow, I haven't considered this at all. Right, time to think about this arrow. This is 5, 6, 7 or 8, but it can't be 6 because of Sudoku. So this can't be 3. Oh, this also can't be 4 or 1 anymore. That's a 2. It's done. It's on an X. That's an 8. It's on an arrow to a 9. So that's a 7. This becomes a 5. This becomes a 3. Now, none of these can be 8 or 5. And the only one that can be 6 is apparently this one. Now, that's great. This is a 1-7 pair because it can't involve a 2 or a 3. In fact, I know the order because I've got a 1 down here, which even a stormtrooper would spot. 9 and 7 there. Now, this can't be 6, 7, or... Oh, it can't... Look at that. It can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. So that's a 5. And these can't be 8 either. One of them's a 6. Oh yes, I know which one. Now let's look in this column. That is a naked 8. This is a 5-3 pair that I can resolve. These are from, oh look, these are from 7, 8 and 9. Which one can be on the arrow for an 8? Obviously 7. Lovely. Okay, so we get a 1 on the arrow as well. 9 and 7. This is really unfolding very nicely indeed at this point. 4, 8. And that 8 proves this 7 that I hadn't added up but could have done ages ago. Got a 3-2, no, not a 3-2 pair to go in here. Got an 8-6 pair this side, which I can do. Then 3-9 this side, and I think this is all coming now. This is lovely. 5 and 2 there. Another deadly pattern that's only resolved by everything this cell is doing, which is a lot. 9 and 4. 2, 5, that's a naked 5, naked 2, and a 7 to finish. 9, 8, 3 in this box. That's straightforward. So this has been a quite approachable puzzle as long as you approached it in the right order, which it's often the skill of these sort of multi-rule set puzzles is working out which rules come first, which ones trump the others. Can't put in the last 2 9 there, but I can put in 8 here. Now that's a 2, 5, 9, 2 and 9. So I think that puzzle is notable for that lovely bit of logic. I mean, it didn't take long in the end, but it's notable for the lovely bit of logic around this 9-6 pair, which I was quite pleased to find so quickly, actually. But spotting that using the even digits there forces both of these to be 6 was a really useful step. If you didn't do that, I imagine this puzzle could be considerably harder, but it's a very neat puzzle. Thanks to Conch123 for sending it, and hope you enjoyed that. Hope you had a go at it, and hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.